You have these beautiful simulated logs. They will glow in all different colors. 5200 BTU heater where the heat comes out of the front. A remote control, so you never have to get off the sofa to turn on the fire. You'll never buy wood. You'll never have to clean it. You'll never worry about smoke or soot in your house again, and it is beautiful. And guess what? It makes crackling noises. Yes, it does. All you do, look at how beautiful that is. And I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. Now, when you see the light at the bottom, that's with the heat on. That is with the heat off. So that infrared heating, which is the best type of heating, really penetrates the room and makes you feel great. But what they've included is a cylinder inside that reflects off the wall. It looks exactly like flame. So whether you're putting it in your fireplace or you're putting it up in a wall, you put a little frame around it, wherever you want it, you have got that golden glow of a classic fireplace. It is my pick. I've owned mine for a year and a half. It's one of the best things I've ever purchased. It's in the top 5. I've told you. I have the big 5. And having no maintenance, just getting home from work and turning on your fireplace and then turning the heat on and feeling that radiating wonderful infrared heat is huge. So we started with about 500. A lot of you have been ordering it. Since we mentioned it, we are down to 360. I have my, I actually did a video. It's on my HSN Facebook page where you can actually see the fire in my house. So here's my home. So what I did is I took the old fireplace, I just took the grate out and I put this in. And look at how beautiful, and it reflects off the back. It looks, I mean, my brother came over. He's got 2 fireplaces in his house. He's like, dude, that looks exactly like a fireplace. I love it. 685-373. Let me bring up the person, the gentleman that makes this all possible. Our good friend, he's our home contributor, David Wooding. Hey, David, welcome to our show. You know how much I love this fireplace. It's the best.
You know how much I love you. How are you, sir?
I'm good, my friend.
Nice to see you again.
Tell me about it, because I've never seen anything so realistic, David.
This is, I like to call it a TFE, which I can say is a total fireplace experience.
Yes.
Now, you've touched on all the great things about it, Guy, but I mean, there's technical things as well, but I think just visually, it's absolutely fantastic. It stimulates all of your senses. It'll stimulate your vision. It'll stimulate the heat, the sound. I'll put the crackling on in a bit, but at the moment, I know you want to hear my voice more than the crackling sound, right? It's so simple to use. It comes in a box, maybe yay big. Take it out the box, plug it into the wall. You don't need a chimney. You don't need a flue. You just put it in and off you go. I know you touched on it before, but I know a lot of people, we don't want to go outside when it's cold to chop up some wood. We don't want to go to the store and actually buy expensive wood to build a fire, to wait for maybe an hour for it to warm up.
Sure.
This is instant. You push the button, boom, it's hot within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The fact that afterwards you haven't got to tidy it up, there's no spitting embers. I mean, I've got a dog at home and she loves to sit in front of this fire. If she was in front of a real fire, she'd be like, ah, ah. You know, she's going to get burnt. And if you've got little ones at home, it's a safety thing as well. You know, it's cool to the touch. You can also, I think the great thing as well is you can actually take it. It's portable, so it only weighs about 12 pounds. So why heat up your whole room when you can just heat one room? And it costs 25 cents an hour to run, that's all. It's so economic.
It is. Hands out. I'm going to turn the lights all the way down. We're going to come in close and I want everybody to understand that we filter out a lot of light in the studio. So when you come in closer, you can see it better. There it is. And that, David, what you did with the flames, I was impressed when I saw you do it here live in the studio. But when I got it home and I put it in my fireplace, I was like, this is, it's 1,000 times better than I thought it would be. And I never have to go and waste the money buying little bundles of wood, which last maybe two hours. They charge you $15, $20 for a bundle of wood. Sure. And don't get me wrong, I love a real fire, and there are nights here in Florida, believe it or not, when it gets down into the 30s and 40s, that I will pop this out and I'll put the grate back in and I'll have a real fire. But remember, once I do that, I'm committed to staying home. I can't leave. With this, David, if I want to go out, I can have a fire all the way up until the second I go out, and I can turn it off. And I want everybody really quickly, while we're here in the studio, I'm going to try to see my remote control. I'm going to turn up the sound. This has crackling. Yeah. I have it on low, and I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and then I'll turn it up. But listen. And listen. Can you, oh, here we go. Hear it crackling? That's right, that's so awesome.
It's really.
And I don't even have the heat on with this one. I can turn on the heat. And David, you also made it so you can lower it a little bit if you like less flame or if you like less effect. I keep mine on full bore all the time because I think it's just spectacular. And I said earlier too, David, my brother who lives up in Connecticut, all right, he has a gas fireplace there, and he owns a ski home up in Vermont where we have where he has real fires all the time. He looked at it, he saw my video, and he goes, dude, he's like, that looks like a real fire. I'm like, for me to approve it, because I am so in love with my real fireplace and real fires, it would take something really special for me to put it in, and this is exactly what it is. It is on clearance price today. They took, what, $28 off. It's free shipping. Get this home. You have till the end of January to use it, and I know, David, I know everybody out there, they're gonna fall in love with it. The ease of it, it's so clean. And like you said, it's not, let me put these things down real quick. I want everybody to know it doesn't weigh 200 pounds. You can easily pick it up and move it wherever you need to move it. I'm picking it up right here, so you can move it in. I like to put it as far back in the fireplace as I can so that you get that reflection off the back of the fireplace. But David, if you just wanted to put this up against the wall or put a little frame around it, whatever, you could put it anywhere in your house. Doesn't need to be vented. I mean, it's ideal.
I was going to say that, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't have to be. We've all got these fireplace, old wood-burning fireplaces that we don't probably use anymore, but it doesn't actually have to be in there. You can take it into a room. It looks perfectly. I've seen people with it on the top of mantles as well. So the fact that it only weighs 12 pounds and it doesn't get hot. I mean, obviously, when you've got your heater running out there, it is going to get hot in that lower section, but the actual top never gets warm. I mean, I've got my temperature gun here with me at the moment, and I know it knocks out some serious heat. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, that's at 359. That's just knocking that out right now within the space of, like, I put it on a minute ago, because obviously it's going to get warm in here. There is on the side as well here, I don't know if you can highlight that later, there's a thermometer, a thermostat, sorry. So if you set the thermostat to whatever temperature you want, what happens is the heat will cycle in until you reach, or till the room reaches that heat, and then it kicks itself off. So it's economical. Then the room temperature drops down below that level again. It'll fire back in again.
David,
but a great thing that you mentioned before, sorry, I was going to say, is you don't have to run it with the heater. There you go, yes. So what we've got there is we've got all the same features on there that we've got on the remote control. So we'd have the power, the on and off. Then we've got the flame settings is the next one down. So you can have 5 different settings there. The heater that you can turn on and off. And then there's I love to say this word, and I normally get it right, the embed undulation effect. I nearly got it wrong, but I got there.
The embed undulation effect.
You like the English accent as well, yes?
What is it? The EUE.
EUE, let's keep it easy, right?
Hey, listen, and, David, I want everybody to hear, because we forgot to put a microphone back there so you can hear it, but I want everybody to hear. Can you hear it? It sounds like a fire.
I can.
Isn't that awesome? All right, so we are extremely busy. I've only got a couple hundred remaining. I think even less than that. We have about 250 remaining. If you want to get this home, I'm telling you, use it all of October, November, December, January. Try it out. Trust me, you're going to love this. I showed you pictures of mine at my house, and maybe we could throw that video up again at how realistic it looks. When you get it home, it's going to be light. It's going to be much brighter because, like I said, at night we filter out a lot of the light. But for me, anybody that wants to have a warm, toasty fire can now have one with a remote control, with a heater, with the sound effects, none of the smoke, none of the debris, none of the junk. Love it. David Wooding, great job again, my friend. It's very popular in the show. I appreciate you Skyping in.
You're a good man, sir. You have a great day.
Take care, my friend. All right, we'll see you again soon. Hey, guess what? We got more, and Now That's Clever, hour number 2, coming up right after the break, and we've got the best value of the day.